Welcome to the Delco Nerd Network. I am your host, Anthony Ragucci, and here with a few friends from the Delaware County area, we get in the basement and we talk about a certain topic. Today's topic, buying games in 2017. Woo. With me, I got Chris Trio, Joey Farrell, Tim Appleby, the hosts, and me of Delco Nerd Network, Anthony Ragucci. So, this topic was, now wait.
It kind of started, it evolved from something.
But
I mean,
we gotta, no.
Oh, wait, that's also,
We gotta do a, what you been playing, Trio? What have you been up to?
Oh, yeah. We gotta talk some smack.
What have I been playing? I actually just started replaying Dying Light again because I got bored. And apparently they're giving out like 10 free DLCs.
Really?
Because like the player base has been like 300,000 strong after 4 years after release. And they're like, that's unprecedented.
For games that old.
Yeah, which is cool.
Except for GTA.
And I was like, yeah, exactly. I mean, that thing's been like #1 selling for...
Blows my mind still.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah,
not that it's bad, but I just don't understand.
No, of course. Like, why?
How can people just not have it then?
Why do people need to buy it?
Yeah, like, how many people are out there?
But I finished Prey a week back too. God, that game was really good. Actually, like I
still want to jump on that.
I would have gladly paid $60 for it, but I mean, I got it for $30 and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm gonna go back and play it again. Probably.
Awesome.
There's a few multiple endings, but yeah, that's about what I've been up to.
What about you, Tim?
I've been like really into Game Boys. It's funny, that I mentioned.
We know. I'm pretty sure everyone watching knows.
So it's all started like actually back when we did like the Nostalgia Cast, where
oh my god, I didn't even put that together. That is like when it started.
I finally it clicked to me. Like I was like putting down all these games that I like played before and how much thinking about how much fun they were.
Yeah.
And so many of them wound up just being like on Game Boy. And
how many Game Boy games do you still have?
Oh, I had like at least 20.
Okay.
I actually owned.
I was gonna say buying them probably wouldn't even be that hard or expensive.
Yeah.
No, they're actually authentic ones are harder to find.
What do you mean?
Like ones that are not like so many people make reproductions now.
Bootlegs.
Like they just like bootleg them. So that's like a whole other thing because you can actually get really cool like stuff on the Game Boy Advance if we're doing that.
Oh, good point.
Good call.
Trio's fixing the lights.
Yeah.
In the haze of setting up, we forget things. That's the DNN way.
I started looking at it and I'm like, that's gonna bug the shit out of me.
Because we did that last time too.
You know.
Good call.
Anyways.
Anything else?
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Specifically, playing through Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome game.
Yeah, I played it.
RPGs. It's very much like the Super Nintendo Mario RPG.
Are they remaking that or putting out like a new one or something?
I hope so. Man, that'd
be
awesome.
Knowing Nintendo,
I think they talked about that.
I missed that entire
I think they might have talked about that at the Switch Direct. Maybe.
I watched it.
Yeah, I don't remember much of it well. There was not that much news at that.
I mean, Project Traveler Octopath got a demo, and apparently it's fucking cool. Lit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
wait, what was this?
Project Traveler Octopath.
No, I think it's
okay. So that's the code name for the game.
I see.
I think it's Octopath Traveler.
So it's yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. It's Octopath Traveler, and pretty much what it is like an old school Square RPG, but like it's a little. It's like in the pixel style. And like the 8-bit, 16-bit, whatever style, but it's like the backgrounds are like 3D, but they're still pixel. It's really
it looks pretty nice.
You have to look at it. You'll get what I'm saying when you watch it, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
And not enough old JRPG style games are around anymore. So that is the only thing on Switch that really piques my interest.
Yeah, nice,
dude. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I want to get a Switch.
What about you, Joe?
I've had a lot more free time lately, which I'm stoked on. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I finally beat Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
How'd you like it?
Cannot recommend that game enough.
Huh.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's on my list. That's on my list.
Yeah.
Definitely. And for $30, it is such a complete experience. It's awesome. The one thing a lot of people say is to use headphones the whole time.
Hear that.
I heard the same thing.
I agree with that to a point. I got like probably 3 hours into the game, and then I was like over having the voices in my head. But it's a really cool effect. But eventually, you kind of just want to like,
all right, I just want to play it again.
Yeah,
it's kind of like turning the background music off after you like heard it so many times.
It's kind of it's more of a commitment. To me, it's just more of a commitment when you live in a house with other people to be having headphones on for hours at a time. You get
I totally hear you.
Walking and stuff. So, but definitely do it for as long as you are still enjoying it. Other than that, not really game stuff. I'm watching a lot of movies. I watched Mulholland Drive, David Lynch. Really good movie. Check it out.
Interesting, huh?
Super surreal. Mind F. Not cursing today.
Not about that today.
Slant.
We'll have a swear jar here.
Also watched Shin Godzilla, which is the
newest one, like that one that came out a year ago or something.
Yeah, the Japanese one.
Yeah.
Directed by Hideaki Anno, the guy who created and directed Evangelion.
So didn't that get like a
obviously
It all comes back to
Obviously.
Evangelion.
that got like
in
a
the end.
Japanese Oscar or something, right? Didn't
I
it?
think
Or
it
got a
did,
bunch
yeah.
of awards like for like best picture.
Yeah, it was really good. It's a really fun movie. If you don't know anything about Godzilla but you want to check one out, this is like the one to do it because it's the first Godzilla since the original to not acknowledge. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. It's the first Godzilla to not acknowledge the original as canon. It's the first full reboot of Godzilla. Every other Godzilla movie has like considered the first one canon.
What's that game that used to be on like PS2? You fight
Rampage.
as a yes.
Yeah.
They're making
Rampage is
that
sick.
into a movie.
Hey, what?
Okay.
And The
that's-
Rock is in
Rampage?
it. Yes.
Wow.
He's like
That
signed
sounds
on.
bad.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
That sounds
was
bad
like,
enough for me to
that's
go
what
see.
that is?
signed on like a bunch of
The Rock,
like a month,
the Rock
like a
is
couple
not,
months ago.
The Rock is like in.
I'm not a big fan.
No, I mean
He's
he's
alright.
fine.
I like,
No, he's just,
I like The Rock, but
he's
I'm
making
like, dude,
money.
I'm like, why are you in such weird movies?
Yeah.
'cause that's just, I don't know.
Because that's
It's
what The
a
Rock
funny
does.
thing.
I want to see that. That sounds bad enough for me to go see.
Right?
Check
No,
that
that's
out.
what I'm saying. You're like, it's so bad, but at the same time, it's so
Yeah.
bad that could be good.
And then the other thing I watched was Her with Joaquin Phoenix. Good movie.
How was it?
I want to watch
It was good. It wasn't what I expected, which I liked. I'm not
That's
going to
good.
say why because it's not
Kinda
really a
spoil-
spoiler, but like the fact that it wasn't what I was expecting, I'd like people to get the surprise of if they had the same expectations that it's not that. So.
I hear you.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Colorful, like the colors are amazing. All the color grading in that movie, beautiful.
I do remember that in
Loved
like
it.
the trailers and stuff. All the
Yeah.
reds were very red.
It's worth seeing
yeah,
just
I do
for
remember
like visually looking at it the whole time. It's awesome. It was a good movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, which
Can't
is
wait to get it.
honestly
that's how.
really good for like it's an expansion to
Yeah.
2, more
Which
or
is
less.
supposed
You
to
can
be,
play
yeah.
it standalone, but it's totally an expansion. It's running off 2's engine, its menus. It pretty much looks like a new like game
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
in Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
So the story's pretty cool so far. You play as like Billy Lurk, who's a character from the first game and the second game. As you're trying to kill the outsider, which I don't think this game is gonna get a third one. Kind of funny said
Well, they
that,
even
and the more I think about it, I'm like, you're probably
Well,
right.
Bethesda.
Yeah,
well,
because
Bethesda
2
has
didn't
even.
do as well.
Arcane
Yeah, I
said
did
they
do
were
that.
like, and if we do it, they're gonna do totally new characters. Like it's not gonna be connected to like
That would be
to,
cool.
to Corvo or any of that like universe.
They've
or
done
like
a good
to that universe, but
they've done a good job of exploring the limited characters that they do have, though.
I mean,
you know,
I
Yeah.
think
like
those,
2 isn't
oh, dude,
two
I
isn't
agree.
just play as Corvo again. Neither's the DLC for the first one.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
They did a good job of just this
Yeah, but it
person's-
definitely seems like Death of the Outsider is like kind of like tying up loose ends in a way.
Yeah.
Not,
Which,
a,
and
not
I
a
heard,
loose
I did
end,
hear
but
that's
like
what
just
it's kind of
something
supposed
that.
to do. It's the end to the whole saga. I really
Yeah,
heard.
but
It puts a
like
big
there's a
cap
lot
on it.
more new powers. You get new weapons that are kind of the same, but just like a new take on them. There's some new levels. You go like for the second and the third mission. When you go back to the same place, but you do a different area within the place.
I hear
So
what
there's
you're
like a hub, and then you can like go to different places, but during one mission,
that makes sense.
you can't
Yeah.
go back to them. And then the level I just got on the 4th mission is back at the Royal Conservatory from Dishonored 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
That's pretty
it's,
cool,
a,
yeah.
it's a different like layout, different enemies.
Gotcha. Cool.
But it's pretty cool for $30. It's
you're
well
about
worth
it,
your
yeah,
time,
yeah.
especially right now because not everything's out yet. So if you're looking for something to like,
I'm
scratch
picking
an
that
itch,
up next
yeah.
week. Totally.
yeah,
I should mention the other thing that I did play was a little shameless self promotion. Life is Strange Before the Storm. Go look it up. Hot
played it
take.
again.
No, but I'm still. I mean, it was recent. You know.
Did you get all the collectibles?
No.
Who are we? dude?
Speaking of trophies,
Hey, you know what? It's not relevant, but I just wanted to plug ourselves. I think we deserve it.
No, yeah.
All right.
Well, speaking of trophies, I beat Uncharted 3 on Crushing.
Nice.
Of course.
And then,
That's the only one I
Glad
haven't
you're-
played. Is 3.
fucking best. It's the best. so
Yeah.
far.
That is it.
I do want to come back to it.
I gotta buy that and just replay.
And
it.
then
Yeah.
I am almost done Westworld. I'm on episode 7 or 8.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Almost
Yeah, I
done.
forgot you're watching
Almost
Westworld.
done.
Oh,
It's
wait.
That's
fucking
such
I
a
didn't see the
great
finale
Game
of the
of
first
Thrones
season.
How are you still
I
not?
can't believe you
seeing
didn't
it?
do it.
I just like I think like I was using my roommate's HBO, so then like when we just didn't watch the finale, and now I like I
Yeah.
don't want to take that extra step to like find out how to.
dude, it's
How to
Finale's good too.
vice principal.
Yeah, I've heard, man. I'm like saving
I
it
heard
for
about it.
a good a good
A
time
rainy
to
day.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys
At least
ever heard
before
of
season 2. That's
Have you heard of Vice Principals?
I have heard of it, but I haven't
Yeah, I
checked
know
it
what
out.
it is.
Oh my god, you guys! If you just like a fun, if you think Danny McBride's funny,
Yeah,
and the
I like
other
it.
guy in it, he's in all the Tarantino movies. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
But
about.
he almost kind of steals the show sometimes in the first
Yeah.
season. It's only half-an-hour episodes, they're like 10 episodes long, and they're only doing 2 seasons. If you're just looking for a good laugh,
I like Eastbound and
definitely
Down a
worth
lot.
the watch.
I thought that show was
If
good.
you like that, I
Yeah.
think you'd
Yeah.
totally enjoy Vice Principals.
And then, lastly, I watched the Cowboy Bebop movie because you recommended it to me, and it was good. We were talking about it earlier, but I won't go
It's
too
one I have to
in depth
check
with it. So,
Yeah, it's good.
the topic:
Show's so good.
buying games in 2017. So, how this came about is essentially would it be an existential crisis or would it be an internal crisis?
I don't
would
know,
say-
Gooch. I think that's on you to decide.
It was a Gooch crisis moment.
I heard about it was a Goochism crisis.
Yeah,
The way it ranks is you get like internal crises, and then you get like existential, and then all the way up here is like the Gooch one. That's like the
Okay,
most crisis.
So
you
what
can have.
happened was I was going to pre-order Mass Effect Andromeda. We won't talk about Mass
Of course,
Effect.
another.
it's not a.
My
But I was
favorite.
going to pre-order it, and I think
The best of the
Trio
Mass Effect.
told me, he's like, hey, like, why don't you use Prime to get your games? You get every game you pre-order, like,
Yeah.
It's like
15,
20, yeah, 15 to
10%
20
off.
bucks off.
So you're saving money, and it's just like,
And I was like, and
Why
I
have
get
I
it
not-
first day.
why have I not
like
been doing
usually.
this?
Would you get
Yeah.
yours first day?
yeah.
Like that day of?
Yeah,
'cause,
usually around like 5 o'clock.
See, I'd get mine around like 11, which is nice.
One of them I
But,
got
like,
around 11.
wow.
in
One
the
of them
morning
I
or
got-
at night.
in the
Between
morning.
the-
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I'd
when
wake
my
up,
mail-
Between,
I'd
like,
go to
11
school
That's when my
and
mail
then get
comes.
back.
Between like
Yeah.
11 and 5 I get games. But
Yeah.
like, for the first time ever, I like was like, wow, I am not going to buy, well, for console, I'm not going to buy a game at GameStop when it comes out. I've
Yeah.
never pre-ordered a game digitally until Life is Strange before the
Yeah,
storm.
gotta get
I
that
never pre-ordered a game that wasn't in GameStop.
Yeah.
But like the more I looked into it, I'm like, it's fucking a no-brainer. I'm buying
Like,
games
you're
on Amazon.
saving
And
money,
until
yeah.
Death of the Outsider, because I got a GameStop gift card for a graduation gift. I used that. Literally, it was $30.
Yeah.
So I paid $1
Yeah.
So
for
it's like, why
tax.
wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I bought that from GameStop. But
course.
Yeah.
all the other games, like since then, Injustice, and I think that's it. That's all. Well, I pre-ordered like Assassin's Creed and Shadow of War
Yeah.
on Amazon, but I'm full into Amazon buying games on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
full
it's
into
like it's almost like they're definitely the storefront is kind of phasing out. How-
Totally, just the
It's
physicality
it's
of
pretty
it.
funny actually. I was just thinking about this the other day because I walked into like J Street. It's funny
Shouts
that
out.
it's like J Street is somehow more popular than GameStop now. And
It's
that's
so true,
It's
yeah.
not. I don't think that's because people don't like going like buying physical games or anything. Like talking about digital versus physical. I don't
Yeah.
think it's because people don't like buying physical games. I think it's just that they are buying them on Amazon or like
Yeah.
they're
Exactly.
buying them
No, I
online.
agree.
And yeah, and like
Like-
one thing like we were talking about, this isn't like a digital versus physical. So I'm buying a game digitally, but I'm getting it physically.
Yeah, like
I'm not
you're
buying
physically
a
getting
digital
it
copy of
delivered
the
to you.
game.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
That's
like-
like the big melter is now, like you said, it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, like why would you do
You're
this?
saving
And
money.
Yeah,
Amazon
it sucks.
basically.
GameStop literally can't compete.
Exactly.
Literally.
It's-
Amazon's
man.
making so much money in all these different other areas where they can be like, well, we can take a hit on every video game we sell. We make so much
Yeah.
goddamn money.
And
like it doesn't matter.
It
right?
blows my mind. I mean, we'll get into it a little bit later because Best Buy offers like the same 20%
That's true.
discount.
Yeah, yeah.
It blows my mind that these two huge retailers have done this great deal and GameStop has not responded.
Yeah.
In any
did
like
you hear-
in
that-
any
it kinda-
competitive way.
It almost makes me happy because I think from the past and just from like almost everyone I've talked to's experience,
Yeah.
GameStop just sucked. Like, so I'm really excited to see now how storefronts for video games can evolve to, like you said, like
Yeah.
And
either meet this or just do something different. Like, what if we had like video game like cafes or something? Like, remember that one?
Or have you heard of the barcades?
Yeah, or something
We
like
need
that.
to-
Like, how is the game storefront kind of gonna match that?
And
But
I mean,
that's
it
not,
definitely
like,
depends.
A barcade isn't like, you're not going there to
Oh, of
buy
course. No,
games.
of course.
Like,
And that's
right,
just like
but this is like how storefront gaming, like some stuff like that, will have to change. Like, you know how like
yeah.
I
I mean, I've had a lot of. I don't want to paint GameStop with a whole brush because I've actually had some good experiences in there. But don't get me wrong, I've had definitely a ton
You
of.
want to hear a good experience? When I went in to get that, go up,
Yeah.
ask him. Didn't fucking ask me a goddamn thing, and I walked out.
Well,
and
it's
that
honestly-
was it.
Hey, if that's something
but like lately, I'm like, yo, you have to see by my power up rewards. I'm no fucking scrub.
Yeah,
I
don't
know what I'm buying. I don't like. I'm not coming in to browse. I go in,
I don't
I
want no
get
scrubs,
something,
man.
and I leave.
I don't want to be full anti GameStop, but the fact that like not being asked questions is like
Holy shit.
a positive thing that you're stating about an experience That says a lot about.
But I mean, I think that's a
typical
lot.
GameStop.
But one thing I will say, that's a lot of things that, like, when we used to work in the movies, we'd have to be like, "Hey, do you want a hot dog with that?" And people would be like, "No, get the fuck out of here." Why do we
It's not the employees. That is upper management.
And it's
definitely.
And I think that's totally fine. And I've gotten in there and had totally pleasant experiences. But it is nice to just be able to eliminate that. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have this literally just delivered to my house. I don't have to worry about it. It just shows up. I don't have to deal with anybody. And I've had, if they ask me one question and go, "Hey, do you think you'd be interested in this?" No, and then that's it. And they
that's
end
what
it
I was
there.
just gonna
That's
say.
fine.
You can ask a question.
Hey, want to pre-order anything else while you're here? Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Are you interested in buying the season pass while you're here? No? Okay. You don't need to explain it to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand.
unless he goes, "Hey, what's in the season pass?"
Yes.
Then you explain it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what a season pass is. You don't need to fucking tell me. I feel like just, like, you should know by somebody's power-up rewards if, like, how much points they have.
Does that come up after you swipe?
It
Well, like,
should.
type in your phone.
I mean,
you
yeah,
every
the first
time
thing
you
he asks is
swipe
my
your
phone
card.
number. Like,
I
how
see you
long-
haven't been in 2 months. Where you been?
I mean, even if they can see that you're like
What?
you're like a 22-year-old man, you're a 22-year-old man who's playing video games. You probably know what a season pass is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, just judge. It's about judging.
Hey, man,
the
if you're
personal
selling a
event.
game to a mom,
Yeah, you might want
maybe
to
you should be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is a thing, and if you want to get it, like your son or whatever daughter, could
I know
have
they say
more
never
content
judge a
for the
book by
game."
its cover, but in this case, you can probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Usually,
Always
But
judge a book by its cover.
I wouldn't.
DNN
say that.
official advice.
Hold
Always
on.
do that.
Hold it back. But one other thing I think is really a big thing about this that everyone I feel like is always talking about is the digital versus physical when it literally comes to buying your game online. Do you guys buy your games like online digitally at all?
It's super. So if it's PC, mostly, unless I'm getting The Witcher 3 and I'm getting a collector's edition.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the only way. But like most of the time, PC is a totally digital.
Yeah.
Always.
And I mean, I usually find myself buying a digital game when it's on sale, and like I see it on the Xbox
consoles.
Marketplace, and it's like sale. This is only $20 when it's supposed to be $60, and I'm like, why not? Okay,
Yeah,
and then because I feel like it's just seeing like, it used to be $60, but it's $20 now, and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's
And-
I might not even play this,
and
but
I
that's
think-
such a deal.
I think games that are coming out only on the PC realize that like there's no point of putting a physical copy out. Perfect example, Guild Wars 2's expansions are digital only. They're not selling physical copies of the game.
Interesting.
And it's just like, because your entire player base is on
They're
a
not
PC,
buying it,
so
you're
they're
just
probably
wasting
gonna buy
money.
it digitally
Yeah, yeah.
anyway.
And even-
and they're not doing like collector's editions, which kind of sucks because I probably would buy it. But they do have different like bundles. Of
course.
And even just from like a consumer standpoint, like monitoring sales on like digital marketplaces is like I can see what's on sale on PlayStation Network in my bed. Like I don't have to get up. Like
At midnight,
I don't have to look up.
in my
and you
underwear.
can still,
Doesn't
but
matter.
Does GameStop have sales?
not really. That's the thing.
Besides
I feel like
used
they don't
games.
get even
Yeah.
there. I still feel like it's like cheaper to get it digitally a lot
Oh,
of times.
that's what I meant to say earlier. You said that that GameStop hasn't responded really at all with anything, but they are actually testing out something in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
Where it's this
Heard that was kinda funny,
used
right?
used exchanging used games program. So basically, you pay $20 a month. I know. I'm just saying.
My thing is I don't
they go
exchange
in-
games. I
Oh no,
keep
totally.
them and collect them.
But like, you get the people who just go in and basically every used game you go in and swap out any
Yeah.
game you want at any
See,
time.
I'm not.
And I'm not about to do that, but
Yeah.
like your
Kinda like-
regular
it's kinda
Joe
like
Schmo,
Blockbuster. Yeah,
your
like,
regular
yeah.
Joe Schmo might do that.
Yeah.
Like but for us, of course, we're usually just buying it.
Like
Joe
half
Schmo,
those
I'm
games
sorry.
on
No,
the
I just-
shelf.
I
I
was
don't mean to generalize.
It was
Joe.
actually what Tim said was that it's like Blockbuster. The thought crossed my mind
Exactly,
of
but
like modeling
that-
your business after Blockbuster in 2017 might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
But no, I mean there's a lot of people who do that, and for people who don't care about having a collection and wanting to go back and play games they played before, that is a great way to do it. Probably
And I
better
mean,
than
dude, if
Amazon,
I had
that's
a GameStop like a block down from me,
Yeah.
and I had to pay $20 a month, or just even for a month, and I could go down and just swap out any used game I want.
Now that you're in Westchester, is Manoa still the closest one?
No, there's one like way closer. It's like right outside Westchester. Like as you're coming in, you pass it in that shopping center.
Okay.
With all, it's
Is
like
that where
right
you're
before-
going
There's
now?
still a lot of
Well,
You, if I go, but
yeah. But you don't go to games.
But
But yeah, like half those games on that shelf I've 100%ed, but like I don't want to trade them in, and I'm actually like
as I've gotten
recently
older,
I've gotten
I
pissed
haven't
off
traded
that
in.
I traded in a lot of my PS2 collection and my Xbox 360 collection, and I'm just like, some games I'm like, fuck, I wish I still had that for like nostalgic reasons.
Yeah, just to have it,
like,
just see it sit there.
Yeah.
One
like,
thing
it's like I don't want to buy another copy because it wasn't my copy.
It's not the one that I played.
Exactly.
No, I know the feeling. Like
But,
having that actual thing you played is pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but like I still have Kingdom Hearts and stuff, but like, yeah, like some
But of
games,
course,
like some games are just like, fuck, why'd I get rid of that? But anyway,
Yeah.
where are we buying games? So I already said I'm pretty much Amazon only, and then if there's sales, Steam, and if my only option is Steam, I'm going to Steam for PC, and then some digital games if stuff's on sale. And I think Trio kind of went. If you want to like go over what you said,
yeah, I mean,
went
Amazon is my go-to. Like I said, with that digital stuff. Honestly, the lazy person in me loves the digital too, because I can literally just switch the game without getting up to put in the game. Like I've been playing Grand Theft Auto and Injustice, and they're both physicals, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get up.
See, those are two games that I would want digitally.
And that's the thing.
The
like,
thing you
I
just
can
hop in and out of. That's what I do a lot with like multiplayer stuff. Like I play a lot of Rocket League and Overwatch. I don't want to get up to put those in. I want to just like jump between them and jump to YouTube. Or whatever.
And I'm not gonna lie, like just having it right on my console just makes me be like, all right, I can just jump right in.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even matter.
So
Even
quick,
Battlefield,
just, like,
I have digital because I got that on sale. It was like $30 and I picked it up. So
yeah, I think kind of like what Gooch was saying. Like if it really matters to me, like I'll definitely go out of my way to buy a physical copy.
of course.
But yeah. Same with you. Like my PC is just completely filled with like digital games. Like and that especially tying that to like the Oculus Rift, that would be a real pain in the ass. Having like take your whole headset off and like
totally.
do something.
Oh yeah.
Like so.
So you're mostly buying your games on like Steam and stuff.
I would say like recently no, because I've been like doing old retro stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But
like when you're buying
usually,
a new game or something.
Yeah, like the last game I bought physically was probably like Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I was gonna
I pre-ordered that. Like I love that the bonus.
Did you get it from
discount.
GameStop?
No, I got it from Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was just because like I was currently in school and like I didn't have time to like go drive like a GameStop.
Yeah.
Just wait a couple days and it
but
comes.
Still,
out.
you could have used GameStop online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's true. But like that's it. They, like you said, I mean they have power ups reward, which is kind of cool.
The rewards are
you
pretty
get some
shitty.
and then it's a pain in the
rewards.
ass to log into. Make that better.
See, I had mine set from like the last 4 years. I just auto log in every time. It's never trouble for me.
Dude,
but I
set
could
that up.
understand that would be a bitch. What other rewards program? So yeah, like you said, Best Buy has that Gamers Club, right?
Yeah.
So
Which
what is
that's
that?
what
Like,
I use.
What does that get you exactly?
It's basically the same thing as Amazon Prime. It's the 20% off new games from Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And then you cut everything else out about Amazon Prime, like
Gotcha, you just
Twitch
go for
Prime and like Amazon Video. You lose all of that and like
Yeah.
2-day shipping from Amazon. Obviously, you don't get that.
Of course.
So
But you're picking that up in store.
Exactly.
Anyways,
You're
yeah.
trimming that down and then just selling that at its essence, so that like I'm trying to think. It's been a while.
I was about to say, how much is it?
I think it's $35 for 2 years is what I paid.
That's it.
Which is insane because after 3 games, you've already made the money back in like savings.
Wow.
That's actually
I'm pretty sure that's
Amazon
what it is. It's
Prime's
$35 for 2
$100 unless I have a student discount. It's $50 a year.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
So it being that cheap, and me being cheap, I went that route.
No, dude, that's I mean.
So yeah, whenever I'm getting like new games, like if it's things that it's like you play beginning to end, like Nier Automata or like Gravity Rush or like Resident Evil 7 or whatever, like that's what I want to get like physical to like have so I can like put it down. If it's something that's like like Rocket League or Overwatch, like multiplayer stuff that I just want to jump in and out of.
Arcade games or whatever.
There's also there's also a lot of like digital only games, like Life is Strange, Before the Storm's digital only. Hellblade is like there's a lot of that I end up getting.
Hellblade's digital only?
Mm-hmm. That's how they kept the price so low too.
Oh, nice.
You remove the
that's
physical
another
overhead.
thing that I did have on here. Like when you get rid of that physical copy, do you guys feel like the game price should go down considering you're not?
I mean, in
putting out
that
the
example,
discs?
it did because it's only 30.
Exactly, of course.
In like,
but like,
but it's only a 6-hour experience.
Totally.
Yeah, but it's like it's complete. It's full.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's that type of game.
But at the same time, you got to realize you are paying. The whole idea is you're paying for that disc. And I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we talked about this from game to game. It depends on, I guess, what you'd be playing, how you feel, like whatever's worth whatever.
Yeah.
Like hour wise, like or you're judging it about how much fun you had out of it. That's really your own prerogative. That's right. But
you're
what do you guys feel about that? Do you think that should be involved at all in the
Not really.
price of the game?
Not really.
But
I
like
mean,
if
it
I'm buying that physical, or if I'm buying that
like
digital,
if physical was totally cut
Okay.
out of the equation in general,
here's
but
an
like, it's
example.
not.
So the Assassin's Creed Origins, what's it called? Grand Edition or whatever it's called.
Dude, there's so many.
There's so many,
in that
but there's
game.
one. It's like the $100 one, and you get the statue, and you get all this
Sold
cool
out.
stuff, and you don't get a physical copy of the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Wait,
like,
wait. I thought that was just the Ubisoft version.
No, that's just in general.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's you don't get a physical, and I'm just
Stupid.
like, all right, I'm paying $100 here.
Yeah.
that's
Give me the
ridiculous.
goddamn
You're
game
paying like
in my hand.
150.
That's what I'm saying. Well, 150 is the other one with like the crazy stuff. Then there's like
Wait, you talking about the gold edition?
there's like the gold edition, which is I'm pretty sure 100.
I think that's
and 50.
physical.
I don't think you get.
I hope it is. That's
Well,
all.
wait, the 100 and I'm trying to think. I might be thinking of the $100
The
one.
gold
I haven't
edition
seen the
has no
150.
statue.
I'm thinking of the $100 version. I'm sorry.
The
I can't think
gold,
of
the
something
gold
off my head.
edition is not.
Let's put it this
statuable.
way: if I'm paying $100, I just want the physical copy of the game. I just think that's a little
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I think Halo 5 was like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Halo
you didn't get
5's
a physical
collector's
copy of the
edition,
game.
You
I
didn't
don't
get a physical copy.
But it just boggles my mind.
Yeah, and that was like a deterrent. Like I was thinking about getting the collector's edition for Halo 5 because of the statue, but I'm like the statue wasn't that cool, and then the game was digital only. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on, guys? Get
Yeah.
the net.
Yeah, a lot of games digitally like hang at full price for a while.
Yeah, I think another.
It's very true,
Yeah.
especially on like
Like
all
they'll
the
still go on
marketplaces.
sale, but like if it's not on sale, like
It's
this is
$60.
why is this still
yeah.
60? Like
yeah, it's so true. It could be
Yeah.
out for like 5 months, and it'll
Yeah.
still be
yeah,
like $60.
that definitely happens more with physical than it does digital too.
Yeah.
Like,
See, it's funny. I think it happens more with digital.
Really?
Like, because I'll go. I don't know. I'll try and think.
well, it
like,
depends on
one
which.
thing.
Oh, you know that's another thing. It depends on which store you're looking at it.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
feel
going
like
on like the
GameStop's not
PlayStation
good with
store, PlayStation Store games are almost never on sale. Because if you think about it, that's like the ultimate.
you sure about that?
They'll have
They have
flash
like,
sales
really-
Now
every
they've
day.
had
They-
more.
they have
Now they've
sales a
had
lot.
more, but like.
I'll give it-
I was
still-
like, Tim,
if
when's the
you're
last
doing,
time you
like,
turned on your
comparison-
PS4?
Dude, it's been a while.
there you go.
There you go.
But I'll honestly give it to both PlayStation and Xbox in that way that they both have sales. I think a lot of the
Always
time.
deals.
There's always
Yeah.
deals because I think they're competing with each other first off, and also they want to make that gold and that PlayStation
And not
Plus
just
worth
deals, free games.
it. Yeah, totally. I just downloaded Forza 5 because it's free, or I added it to my
Yeah,
library.
like I'll be playing Until Dawn. Like once October starts, like I'm gonna play like a horror game. And
We
Until
should figure.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Dude, we should try and do like a group play of that or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Dude,
funny.
I'm gonna try to have something on Halloween.
We could do Outlast 2, Until Dawn,
Yeah, definitely. I haven't played Outlast 2 since launch.
and you could get that do that in like 4
Um,
hours. But-
it's funny you bring up Until Dawn because that's another thing that I noticed with games is like
That was digital only too, right?
no,
No,
that
that
does
was
look
physical.
physical. But I don't feel that if I don't feel that compelled to get a game in the first place, then I'll just wait. Like on older games, I'll just wait till it's on sale digitally. I bought that for like $8, like right before it went free.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't feel that's
Nah,
not
I
the kind of
wouldn't
game
either.
that I think I'm going to be attached to enough to even like want
That's
it
always
physically.
the worst. If you get a
Yeah.
game and you just see it's for free the next month, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I think that happened with I think that happened with Dark Souls 2 because I was waiting for it to go.
at the
I was
same.
waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah.
And I ended up just cracking, and I went to GameStop, and for the first time ever, I bought a game that I didn't pre-order.
Yeah.
I never do that. I never. That's another thing. I will never go to the store and get a game that isn't brand new. That's
Okay,
where
I
the
do that.
digital games come in because I can get games on sale.
I like that little segue. Pre-orders. How do we feel about those
I always pre-order.
in general?
I
Do you
do
think
it
it's
if
a
I
bad-
feel really confident.
See,
I feel like
think
people blow pre-ordering up more than
I actually agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think there's certain games where it's just like you're kind of a shit. If I
So,
know,
no, I'm not going to pre-order, but I'm going to buy a day off. Like,
yeah, it's like I get that
cares?
you're kind of setting yourself up to fail, and you're giving basically you're giving your money to them early, and you're
Yeah.
basically setting them up to be like, all right, well, I'm getting your money anyways, and screw you if it's bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think you can usually read that and be a smart enough person to judge that for yourself.
Yeah, it all
beforehand.
depends about your own taste. Because, like, I already brought it up, but, like, Gravity Rush and Nier Automata were, like, games I felt, like, confident and, like, I'm gonna, like,
Exactly.
probably enjoy this enough that I don't regret buying it. But then there's, like, even Hellblade I really enjoyed, but I, like, didn't pre-order it and I waited for, like, reviews. And the reviews were great.
And
so I
that's a
went,
totally fine
all right,
thing to do,
now
too. Yeah.
Now I feel confident. So I still
I
paid
agree.
full price within, like, the first week or so.
and
There's certain games I want to feel proven on. Like, Prey, I was like, you know what? Prey seems all right, but I'm going to wait. Till
Prey, that
Most
was
games-
one. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm interrupting.
Prey was one that I just didn't have the money to buy, honestly,
Yeah.
when it came out. So I was like, I'll just wait. And like I said, that's when I would have actually happily paid $60 for.
Oh, yeah.
But Hellblade did look interesting to me in the fact that it is $30 and that like they really seem to have got that like AAA aesthetic. With
Yeah, no, that game
$30
feels
price point.
like a
Like just the way
AAA
it
game.
looks.
That game's
And that's
so awesome.
crazy to do,
That game's so
in my
awesome.
opinion.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've gone over it like Witcher will beat a dead horse again. Gooch's favorite game. That's like 100 and however many hour games. How much should we price that out at? And that's just games in
that
general.
game is
Skyrim.
not worth
Skyrim
$60.
is how many hours long?
Oh my god.
Even
Witcher-
Fallouts and stuff like that.
Witcher is more than a $60 game. I'll tell you that right now. I'm very confident and like in saying that.
I wouldn't disagree with
Witcher is not a
Actually.
$60 game. It's easily like an $80 game. There's a lot of game there.
I will admit,
There's
though,
a shit ton.
my second time playing it through, we're back to Wichita, I actually found myself finishing up an area quicker. I guess it's maybe because I played it once already,
yeah,
too.
once you play a game,
But, like, I
once, you fly
was like, man, I already cleared out all this shit, like, on the first map, and I already did all the quests. And the one thing that annoyed me, they give you quests that are, like, 74, and you're, like, 50. And I'm like, guys, don't give me this quest yet. You're just filling up my fucking list.
Yeah.
And I hate, and that makes me anxious
Yeah,
when
you
I
gotta
have
clear it
this
out.
full list and I can't do any of them. Like,
Well, that's when you just suck it up and you do things above your level. I did that a lot. I
I've
did
done
a lot.
yeah, but if you go more than like 7 levels, you're fucking dead immediately. Like,
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get back to the
Gotta
how
get
you're buying
good.
games.
Yeah, I like to think I'm good at picking good games, but after Mass Effect, I don't know.
See, but that's the thing. You will get those once in a blue moon, and I
Yeah.
mean, like
That was a
Assassin's
g- you
Creed for
couldn't-
me, I'm
nobody-
confident that I'll enjoy that. I'm gonna pre-order that.
I
and
was
be fine with it.
skeptical about Andromeda, but I wasn't like fully like, okay, it's gonna be shit.
I was
Yeah.
totally backwards from you. I was just like, you were like, dude, they're not showing anything. I don't get it. I'm like, nah, they're not showing
They
anything because they're
weren't.
so
I'm like-
confident
I'm like-
they got it. And I was
I
like-
literally,
We nailed
I
it.
was
Yeah.
talking to my guild in Guild Wars 2, and then like a lot of us got Andromeda. I'm like, they've showed nothing for this game, and we're a week away. What the fuck? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, dude.
what do you mean? What do
You
you mean?
realize like games like pump out trailers like once they start coming out, like even Shadow of Mordor. I've seen more gameplay of that, and that game is
Shadow
still
of War?
Yes, I've seen more gameplay of that than I did Andromeda,
See,
and it's
and I
still
think
a month
that's-
away.
I think
They
it's a
did it.
personality type thing though, because I ignore all that
Totally.
stuff.
Like, I was literally that
I
same
haven't,
I'm
I haven't
sold on
watched
it.
that much. Like, mind you, I haven't watched every
Yeah.
trailer for Shadow of Mordor, but I know they exist.
I hear you. Yeah,
If I'm-
that's fair.
my thing
I've
is,
been very conscious of that too. I
Yeah.
haven't been watching as much trailers
yeah.
on purpose.
If I'm already, I'll watch it if I'm skeptical or if I'm like, oh, what is this about? But if I'm already like gonna check it out, whether I think it'll be good or not, no. Like Black Mirror got a trailer, and Stranger Things season 2 got a trailer, and
The newest one, or was
Yeah.
it like the Halloween one that they released?
I
with
think
Thriller?
the
See
previous
that one?
yeah.
Usually with me, I'm like, all right, I'll watch the first, maybe second trailer for something,
Yeah.
and then after that, I go dark.
Yeah.
Like any more Star Wars stuff and anything that comes out, I'm done on. Of course, I'll see the random picture and stuff like that. But if I
Yeah,
see
there's
another
certain
trailer,
things
I'm
you
not
just can't
touching
avoid.
it anymore.
For Batman season 2, didn't watch anything. Life is Strange, I watched the first trailer, then I didn't watch anything because
I didn't even.
sold.
I watched the announced trailer for Life is Strange at E3, and then nothing else.
Yeah,
after that,
yeah,
Like,
same. Yeah.
it was just like, no, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
And
gonna
that's
try
the
it out.
thing.
Like,
I mean-
I don't need to see it, and like Telltale Batman, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Even
Yeah.
Shadow of War, I saw that and I'm like, wow, they just made everything I loved about this game better. So I'm in right now. And that was after the first trailer. So that definitely kind of shows you, I think, how you feel about a game. Honestly, that first impression is a big deal,
Yeah.
and they kind of need to nail that.
Yeah,
But
So what were the last physical games everybody bought? And, like,
Dishonored.
Dishonored.
Yeah, like you mean physically went into a store to buy?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Dishonored.
yeah. That's a good like differentiator now. Like right here, we've been thinking so much like just digital versus physical,
And it's
Yeah.
really
but
not that.
yeah, it's really not just that.
It's like
No,
buying
yeah.
it digital, but you
Right.
get a physical copy. So yeah, what about you, Tim? What was your last physical game?
last physical game
Game
was
Boy.
actually on eBay. Yeah, for
Yeah.
Game Boy.
of
Wait,
course.
no, it was not. Look,
Liar!
two different systems in between the last Game Boy game
Yeah.
I bought.
Well,
And one of them is a surprise for DNN. I think a fun classic that might be
God.
really cool. No, you guys are gonna love it. This is
Super-
like actually.
Wait, so
no,
wait, are we talking going to a store and buy physical, or are we still talking like
no,
Getting
just-
a physical
just
copy
getting
at
a
all?
physical. I bought them both. On
See, but
eBay.
like every
Yeah.
game I get physical, so like every
Right.
game I get that would apply.
was the last
I think
game
it's
I
more
got?
interesting to say
I know mine.
what was the last game you went into a store and bought?
Yeah.
Because that is the true
I literally
physical.
can't remember what the last game I bought in the store was.
Really.
Like I can't
It
because
had
I've
to
been
have
doing.
been
I got-
I've been
Battlefront
using
or Fallout
Amazon.
4.
Yeah.
It had to have been
Because
something like
that
that.
was the last midnight I think we went to.
And yeah, I've just been going Amazon because it's just been easy. Jeez.
One thing that I kind of forgot about, well, actually, first I'll say, last game I bought was Rime Physical. You know the game? R-I?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter is a really good account. They post deals. It's one guy.
Cheap Ass
He posts deals, like, constantly. He scours everything. And he's like, hey, $18 from GameStop. And I just did, like, in-store pickup and showed up that thing and got it.
Dude, that's awesome.
One thing I like
I need
about
to
Best
follow
Buy...
that.
Yeah, no,
That's
he's
cool.
really cool.
What was that?
Cheap Ass Gamer.
Cheap Ass Gamer,
At
I'm coming
Cheap
for
Ass
you.
Gamer. CG or something.
Tim is a cheap ass game.
One thing I like about Best Buy too is that I have the option of going in store too and getting that same deal, which I'll do that. But the other thing,
well, you had some
I've had-
screw ups.
I've had like half the time I get screw ups, which is the only thing I would say maybe don't even get Gamers Club, just get Amazon Prime.
So
instead.
like, what game did you? Was it? What game did you get the collector's edition for?
Dishonored 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
I got-
probably the last game I got
Yeah,
physical.
I ordered the
Wait,
collector's.
No, I ordered that off Amazon too. What am I saying?
I ordered the collector's edition. They sent me the Xbox One collector's edition, which I don't have.
Wait, you got the
Xbox.
one with the mask and everything?
Yeah. So
Dude.
then it was cool though because they sent it out the day before it came out, but I
I
couldn't
think
play
I got
it.
mine a day early.
Yeah, so then I had to drive it to Best Buy, get it swapped, and then I came back.
You
and,
go fuckers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was another one they sent me the wrong
I
one
really
of
like that
too.
collector's edition. With the ring and
I
everything.
forgot.
The
Yeah.
mask looks super
Yeah,
sick.
I just dusted off the mask yesterday. It had dust on it, so I had to wipe it down.
I was thinking about putting like a light in it and making it
Yeah.
like a light. Like if that makes any sense.
Oh
like
yeah,
trying to put like a
yeah,
bulb
like
inside.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like holes in it. So it looks
Exactly.
cool. But yeah, like I like showing up at Best Buy too. The only problem is like a lot of times I'll go day one, like Nier Automata and Rise of the Tomb Raider. I was still in school and it was like, all right, I get out at 2:00. I'm just gonna go to Best Buy and pick it up and then drive home and play it.
Of course.
But they're not really primarily a game store. They don't have it out on the shelves.
They don't. Yeah, you gotta.
So
go
then I gotta go to the
fucking
service desk and ask for it, and it
Hey,
takes them like 15 minutes to
You ever
find
hear this
it.
game? Go fucking find it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and there's
What
like,
size was it? Oh,
like-
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you ordered what? Gravity what? And then they go find it, and it
just
takes
like-
like 15 minutes. And I get it. I mean, it's like
You're
it's,
sitting at the
course,
desk.
yeah.
it's not like I'm asking for like 2K18.
Kill me.
I'm asking for like the niche games that they have. Like actually, I think they had 2 copies of Gravity Rush. And I
Are
got
you
one of
fucking
them.
serious?
I'm pretty sure they had 2 copies in store on day of,
Oh my God.
and I got one of them. So I'm lucky.
That's
But yeah,
amazing.
I don't know. It's still worth it for the price and stuff, but like I just kind of come to accept that like it's not going to be an easy process.
How far of
You're
a
not
drive
gonna
is
do
it for you? to get there?
Not that
Well,
bad.
you're going to
Probably
Best Buy
10.
in Springfield, right?
Yeah, Springfield Best Buy. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
like
not
10
The
minutes.
only Best Buy around here.
Yeah.
Best
But
Buy.
Tim, what was the last game you actually went to a store to get? Not
Dude, I'm like trying to think. It was
Dude, I'm
definitely
right there
some
with
You'd
used
probably be
game.
like years at this point.
No,
was
it's
it
not-
Guild
hasn't
Wars
been
2?
years.
Because we
No,
pre-ordered that
no.
together.
I've definitely been in to buy like used games before,
Yeah.
like just.
I
you
think
know,
that counts though.
when
Yeah.
you but for new, man, I cannot think.
I'm
of
right
what
there with
I
you, Tim. I
actually
can't
went in
remember.
and pre-ordered. It might. I know I didn't even go in for Dark Souls 3. Shit, I don't know.
My one thing is like,
But that just shows like
Yeah.
what kind of like consumer
yeah.
you are.
Talking about like buying used games, like even when I go and look at the used games at like GameStop, I feel like it's not that like $15 for like Ground Zeroes still seems like a lot. I don't know.
I'd pay
Ground
$200 for
Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes.
Wait, really?
No. Just
Yeah,
just,
but I mean, I guess
like Metal Gear.
that might
guys.
just be me being like overly cheap because I'm pretty sure when it came out it was 20
Nah,
digital,
that's what I
30
thought.
physical.
Yeah, no, that's.
But still, like I don't know, that's like old, and that game takes you like less than an hour to beat.
No, I think that's
So
bonkers.
That game
like,
literally
I think that
takes
should be
could take you, like,
$5.
30 minutes to beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
Actually, there's like 30 minutes of cutscenes, so maybe
Yeah.
not. Yeah, Ground Zeroes, there's only technically one mission you have to do.
there's side missions though.
But there's one mission
yeah.
that's the story, and
Yeah.
then the rest is a reused map. Yeah, that's what people were. You didn't hear about how people were pissed about that?
No. I mean,
mean, it was only $20.
I
It was like
didn't know about
Yeah,
it. Like,
$20.
in the
It's-
I got it for
process.
free.
But then after was when I kind of realized, like, oh, like Phantom Pain is like a response to like a bad game.
No, wait.
No,
Well, no. Well,
Ground Zeroes?
It's Ground.
Ground Zeroes is kind of
Whoa,
like a
wow.
demo slash like a tech
Ground
demo
Zeroes
slash
was truly
intro
like,
to.
here's my fucking pride and joy.
I mean,
That
technically, it's like the
Kojima.
opening of Metal Gear Solid
It is.
5.
It's
Exactly,
prologue.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
it is. It was gonna be part of the game.
and you
but they cut it
can,
out.
I mean, you can do it over and over again and play the side missions. You can milk time out of it. It's not like you can't play more than
Overall,
that.
you
But,
probably get like 3 hours out of it.
but yeah, the main story experience you're getting. Not
I
that
think
much.
it to platinum or 100% it took me like 12, 16-ish hours.
Yeah.
Like there is a lot of content if you're a completionist.
Did it actually have a platinum too? Or like
No, it didn't.
I
It
didn't
didn't have a
know.
platinum
Yeah.
because Greg always talks about that game not having one, but it doesn't matter for Xbox, you know.
Of course.
How long do games normally take to 100% platinum?
Really fucking depends.
So like 12 hours is like a lot of content anyway.
But that game is a fucking hour.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So like
You're stretching out that hour into 12.
it's like Hellblade is like a 6-hour game. You can literally platinum that game in 6 hours. The only thing that isn't part of like the story are the collectibles.
Interesting.
So it's technically like an easy go. Some games just take like a fucking while and some don't. Like Life is Strange is not a hard platinum at all.
Mm-hmm.
The collectibles you just go back and do them and you look them up.
Okay.
Yeah, but what else?
I think we mostly hit all the points.
I was gonna talk about brand loyalty because like GameStop, like I felt like I had some sort of brand loyalty to it, but like in the end, it was just like me like ritually going to GameStop to pre-order games for all these years.
It
It wasn't like I didn't. It's not like I had brand loyalty, but I did.
Yeah.
Because like
it was your routine.
My game isn't made by GameStop.
Of course,
I just go
they're
there
just
and get
distributing
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you love the experience, I can see how brand loyalty can come in for that like middleman, like how people sell that.
The only place I could... Sorry, did I cut off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
you fucking loser.
So how I could see. Oh shit.
You made him lose his
Damn,
train
Joey.
of thought.
Let me take over. No, I was just gonna say the only place I could see that being like that actually the experience is enjoyable is J Street.
Oh yeah.
I can't like I don't see how
one
Best
thing I
Buy's
will say,
enjoyable.
I mean, you can't recreate
Amazon
that
or-
whole you're waiting out at midnight. Like, dude, I went to the Grand Theft Auto 5 midnight launch.
Yeah.
That was a like ordeal.
Midnight,
that was cool.
Midnights around here are fucking pathetic.
Yeah, only, it depends. I mean, I think that's just in general now, though.
The last-
Unless you're going to like a
The
big
Fallout
city store
4
or anything.
Midnight was pretty big.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a big game, like Grand Theft Auto or your
Halo 4
Halos
was
or your.
pretty big. That was the last
or your
midnight
Call of
I
Duties,
went to at
maybe.
the Lawrence Park GameStop. It was the last midnight.
Oh yeah.
Halo 4.
Then they got bought up by a yogurt factory.
Only
That's not
Bastards.
even there anymore.
Oh, it's
It's a
not?
pizza shop, I think.
Those are
Actually,
pieces
no,
of
maybe I'm
shit.
wrong.
Wait, is the
bought it
pizza
and
shop
lost
even there
it.
anymore?
Rise I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Any good?
I've heard
Rise
it.
Son of Rome, good game.
I haven't had
Um,
I didn't hate that game. It was free and I enjoyed it a lot.
Last midnight I did was when I pre-ordered Mirror's Edge Catalyst and it unlocked at midnight on PSN, and then I played it in my room.
So, since Tim,
Nice.
you and me are the only like hardcore PC gamers, you're only getting games on Steam, right?
Pretty much.
'Cause
Yeah.
there is
if I'm
Geo-
buying digital, that's also a good talking point. Is like
Which only kind of applies to us too. But
yeah, kind of.
No, I got a
But I mean,
Toshiba.
I mean, have you guys used Steam before?
Oh yeah,
Like,
totally. I have
I
a
got a
small
Toshiba
Steam library.
I got a Toshiba satellite. By the way, I should mention I was telling you I had 2 gigs of free space on my hard drive.
Yeah.
Freed up about like 48 more.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
Had a bunch
Yeah,
of
I
movies
mean,
I didn't realize were on
actually,
there.
just games today are so huge. That's another.
Yeah.
part.
No,
But-
yeah, I got like little ones on
Yeah,
there. I got
yeah.
like Knights of the Old Republic 1, which is always fun to play. I go back and play that every
they're
once in
like-
a while.
Steam is like the pretty much the only thing I get games from. My Witcher is on GOG, which is good old games. Which I don't think. Do you know about GOG?
Yeah, I've just never
It's
heard of anyone
owned
who
by
used
it's
it.
owned by CD Projekt Red.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And then there's Uplay for Ubisoft, which who the fuck? Wait.
I don't think that's like a game. That's
No,
just
you're
like
right.
that's like a
Yeah,
tracking
yeah,
service
you're
for
right,
like
you're right.
Yeah, because they use it on console
achievements
too,
and
and I
stuff
hate
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I think-
No,
That was
it's
it.
fine.
And then
They do have, like, the Uplay store and stuff like
Origin
that.
is where you buy EA's
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
fuck Origin, man.
Isn't there also a Microsoft store now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they have like their
Probably,
like
I'm sure.
they have their like Xbox.
Yeah,
store,
because like
yeah.
Gears of War 4 is Windows 10 game and
Is it
Xbox.
actually? I did not
So
know.
Yeah,
what's
so I think on
cool-
PC they have their own.
What's cool about that game is I can play people on the PC. Like
That is awesome.
It's cross play.
But I feel like that. Don't they have way more of an advantage in that game with a PC?
I think
or not as
since
much.
it's
but, I don't know.
third person, it's probably
That's what I was
not
thinking.
as
Maybe
bad,
not as bad. Yeah,
but it's probably
it's a lot
still,
more of a sluggish. Yeah.
It's probably still better. Though.
See, like
But
the day
slightly
Overwatch is crossplay will be a fucking great day. That game needs to be.
See,
crossplay.
but that's
No,
a
I don't
game I
think
feel
you
like
can't
the
do
mouse and
that.
keyboard would
Yeah.
definitely fuck things
Mouse
over.
and keyboard
and-
would destroy.
Yeah, they'd have such an
Although
upper
many
hand.
would argue, but I've seen this. Like it's established fact.
That's what I'm
like
saying. You
mouse,
have just
keyboard will
more
win.
more.
I think they learned that with CS:GO. I
I
think
mean,
CS:GO was crossplay.
Well, that game is like you have to have precision, but
Yeah.
it's just like typically any game that involves like
Like
first
shooting,
person,
yeah.
mouse and keyboard can just aim faster.
Yeah.
But I think before
It's
we
more
trail
precise
off
with
even
it.
more,
No, yeah.
so I think Gooch, like, would you agree that when you see like a library of like I probably have close to like 500 games on Steam. Like most of them are little ones like you. But when you see that, like you just have so many games in one place, like you start to realize, okay, it makes so much sense if there's going to be digital platforms for there to just be one. Because now it's
so
just,
true.
So I think, would you agree? Like it makes more sense to pick one and just like run with it.
Yeah, and that's I think.
Or like, how's your experience like flipping back and forth? Like between...
I mean, GOG, considering it's that and the Witcher 3, and that's it. Like I'm only on Steam, so yeah, I agree. But like even the quality of Steam has been going down a little bit within the last few years. Not that like that really matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree there.
But like. I think it's hard for another company to even come in and try to compete with Steam because everyone has games on Steam. It's
so known and it's so well established at this point. Like everyone, even like me, like I don't know shit about like computer stuff, but like if you say Steam, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what Steam is.
Yeah, it's
like,
part of me. The whole fear is just if I'm gonna switch or do something else, I lose like it's just so many games right there.
Yeah,
it's so true.
Like,
yeah.
It's just funny to think about like. To hear Steam's not as good as it used to be, and then Valve's also not doing games to focus on other stuff. It's like, well, what are they doing?
Yeah,
I guess the Vive.
What are you focusing on?
I guess the Vive is the answer.
They're not doing shit.
They're just sitting back and making some money. I think.
Is what I really think.
And it really does.
Like, I feel like that might just be the whole gaming industry now. Because like we were saying before, you remember when there was like a big game like almost all the time, like Skyrim came out. And a couple other like doorbusters, like lying out the door.
Well, like we're getting into that season.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that still happens.
That happens all the time.
Okay.
I think it comes in waves every. I think you get a couple bad years in a row.
October 27th is Super Mario Odyssey, Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein. I think one other game.
But even I think it's just kind of spreading out at this point. I mean, look at the beginning of. Even is it this year? I guess this year. Like
this year's crazy.
Resident Evil, Horizon.
But like I think
there's like 3
Persona
others.
5.
There was like a
Neo, like
totally different like podcast topic, but like yeah, games. People need to take advantage of not releasing a game at a holiday because like
dude, if
like
I got
Witcher
a big meaty game during the
beginning of the summer. Witcher 3, right at the beginning of the summer, and like that was the only game, and that's
big
the only
meaty claws,
and like that's what people were talking about, and that's what people bought.
Well, even like, dude, I played, like I said, Resident Evil came out early this year.
Yeah.
I got that. That's all I had to play. After that was Horizon, I'm pretty sure, right? I didn't get that backwards.
Yeah, Yakuza too.
And then that was all.
Oh yeah,
and those were like my 2 games. I'm like, these just filled my time perfectly. And I mean, Resident Evil's getting more DLC, which I can't wait for.
Yeah, did you see the cover for the gold edition?
Dude,
pretty cool. I think I'm gonna get because I never bought it. I just played it at a friend's house.
Dude, totally do that.
I might get the gold edition.
They got the one free DLC coming out. I think
Not
November this year.
Yeah,
November this year. So that's gonna be awesome.
So, I don't know why. Like I get it because like in the summer you're out doing stuff, but like
well, no, it's a holiday. It's everyone's going out. Everybody's in the stores. The parents are seeing the game up.
But it just seems like when you do that, you're putting you're self-imposing all this competition. When
I totally agree.
When I'm sitting there in July, just like. God damn it! There's like nothing to play. Like, why put it out then? People, there's been some June and August releases, but man, July is just fucking.
Well, no, I even remember
there's nothing. Well, Final Fantasy 12 came out in July, but that's like
the first release date for Arkham Knight was like June, or no, it was October, and then they pushed it back to June.
Yeah,
I remember that. And
that was the beginning of the summer.
And I was like, that was awesome. That was a nice meaty game for me to get into and just kill time with. And like you said, it's just the dead point. There's just nothing.
And I feel like I probably do play less games in the summer because there's other stuff to do outside. But like, give me, I don't know,
other stuff to do.
Yeah,
outside.
if you do, and it's weird because like because movies are like almost the opposite. Like summer blockbusters are like the thing. Like,
well, even now,
the
whole movie season's starting up again. I don't even know how movies really work anymore. I'm confused on the seasons.
Yeah,
because like summertime, they're supposed to be the big blockbusters, but then and we did have them supposedly come out this year, but. Like that was like Transformers.
I feel like beginning of the year is when movies are really dry.
I agree.
Is that beginning of the year push?
But now we are getting to that point. I mean, we got all the big superhero ones, of course, and then you got like Star Wars. What else?
I'm excited.
Blade Runner. I'm actually excited for. I haven't seen the first one, but planning on seeing it. But.
Unless you guys have anything else that we want to talk about, we can. Hit questions, or do you want to do the outro first?
I'll say do outro, and then we'll do the after show.
Hit the questions
Hit some questions and other miscellaneous topics.
But thank you all for joining us.
Pull the questions up.
On my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Don't know if it'll work.
Go ahead. Sorry, Trey.
No, you're fine. Thank you all for joining us this fine evening for the Delco Nerd Network podcast. You can find us on Facebook if you're watching us here, facebook.com/Delco Nerd Network, on Twitter and Instagram @Delco Nerds, youtube.com/Delco Nerd Network. For Gooch, for Tim, for Joey, I've been Trio. Thanks for watching, and stay nerdy.
Thanks, everyone.